Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Today I'm going to be talking about CCIV once more. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help this channel grow, subscribe, notifications on, and let's jump right into this one. Broken this video into due diligence update and then technical analysis. Now for this one here, if you haven't watched my previous video before, there is a bit more rumors regarding Lucid Motors and CCIV, Traditional Capital Core IV. Now the big thing about this one is that a lot of these things aren't confirmed. A lot of it is rumors, and so we'll treat them that way. But given that it is possibly a rumor, but given that it's possibly also a fact or something that's probably going to happen, and with different people saying that working for Lucid Motors saying they see it happening, CCIV, some rumors, again, none of it is really 100% confirmed. Now, we're going to approach this one as if it is going to probably go through. And so, first off, for Lucid Motors here, their actual current recent notes from Peter Rowson, you get to see that they do mention that building on 5 studios they have now, they expect 20 by the end of the year, including international expansions. We'll also be making endeavors such as Project Gravity, our first SUV. We believe that the electric is the way forward, and so they're going with Lucid Air and the Project Gravity. Now, for their recent shop, our recent factory, they have the paint shop here, and that's the factory. That's where the factory is starting with. And basically, they have plans off in the first year around 300,000 cars, but at full capacity, they'll be able to produce more than 400,000 cars per year in this site. So they do a bit more information. They do give a bit more information about the process of Lucid Air, and it's a little bit more in technical, but generally permanent and electric coat, and then sealer. You got paint and you got finesse. Now they have 400k capacity, and you get to see this picture here. You got for phase 1, which is completed currently. That's in white. That's for your Air, Lucid Air. Project 2, that's Project Gravity, and platform 2 and platform 3 and platform 4 is the gray and the almost black, respectively, colors. And then moving on is their new location or new studio at West Palm Beach. It actually does look somewhat interesting in there if you ever visit it. If you have done so, add some links to pictures down below. But it does look interesting. More locations means more customers, and definitely if CCIV actually in fact is is confirmed to have that letter of intent, at least with Lucid Motors, we can see this one to soar at a very high level. Now, institutional buyers seem to be actually picking a bit more of shares on this one. They're adding on and adding on for 2021. There's been a lot of adding, even though there's been the price point has increased a lot. You get to see massive names added on here, massive positions, millions and millions of shares added. The list goes on, really, including some bigger names. Royal Bank of Canada, that is on there too. And you're seeing some places are putting in 2 million shares, 5 million shares. So you're in your tens of millions of shares being added on this one, just solely even on the rumors. And let me try to remind you on something. Remember Nikola with all these kind of deals with General Electrics and all that stuff? The race for EV is massive, and Lucid Motors will go public probably at some point, and if it does with CCIV, you can see a massive jump. Now, towards the technical analysis point of view, if you haven't done so, please make sure you actually subscribe and notifications on. If you would like to join our Discord channel, you'll find it in the description below that server. It's more of a chat room. Now, on a one-day perspective for Lucid Motors here, for CCIV, you get to see that 10 SMA is above 30 MA, that's amazing. The trading action zone where positive reversals are likely is between 24.27 and 18.51. In my last DD, I said this green line acts like good support, and it was somewhere around here, and it did bounce back above there, so that's amazing. The price point is above the 200 SMA. Now, the ADX shows it's a bit overextended and hasn't seen a good correction yet. William % R is sitting a little bit closer to neutral, between overbought and neutral. MACD is stabilizing. It did attempt a negative reversal on the 29th and got rejected. Momentum still strong and above 1. Now, on a 2-hour perspective, things are looking quite nicely as well. It is sitting in the trading action zone between 31.21 and 27.88. You can expect positive reversals between then Below the 2788, you might be in trouble. ADX shows in a little bit if a pullback is here. MACD definitely shows a pullback as well as it goes negative. Willing percent R shows us oversold. And momentum is a little bit choppy, but it's still above 1. Now, on the moving average band, you get to see things are looking a little bit still good because, I mean, volumes have been a little bit substantial, yet the moving average bands are moving upwards, yet it's not actually in there trading within. 2137 on the top, 1943 in the middle, and 1749 is the bottom is what you expect for it to trade, but it hasn't done so in a while. Stochastic fast and stochastic slow are both showing that it has been jumping up for a while, and if you're following that uptrend, you might see higher highs and higher lows, but you might see still some pullbacks. And I'll go through the pullbacks in a second. Significant resistance currently sits at 2969 and 3516. Significant supports 2540, 2238, 1936, 1563, and the $10 or 960. Sorry. Now, currently, if you were to look at significant support and resistances, you'll find that the significant support currently does lie at 2953. Below there, a very strong one coming in somewhere around 2796 to 2744. Another one at 2622, and then we're looking at 2448. 2263, 1995, a very, very strong one, somewhere around the 1758 and the 1604. Now, quickly speaking here, you get to see this really nice channel it's actually been trading within. And so, as long as it stays above that channel, and that channel is kind of increasing around $1 every day, give or take, as long as it stays above that channel, you are solid. Now, again, channels usually trade within channels, so you can have also the quarter level around here as well. That's actually been really good, but every now and then you get this upper channel that usually trades in with it. Now, on, let's say, give a quick 1 hour analysis on the 1 month period. If we were to look at significant supports, just to see very strong levels of support, the current one is sitting at 2765, followed by 2548. Followed by a really, really significant one at 2158, and the one that I don't want to see break is around 1760. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think is going to happen? If Lucid Motors actually get confirmed, it will probably see a massive inflow mania because everyone is so desperate to catch on EV. Remember, it's an EV, it's an American, and they already have a factory up. So, does this have a future? Well, probably if you're looking into a massive future, I would see something like this for Lucid Motors would probably trade at a lot more value than we think, especially intrinsic value, because even the price over book of Tesla, for instance, sits at what, 40, 50 bucks? It's 50 times more worth than what the actual price over book is. Usually, these companies like CCIV and stuff, if you watch my previous videos, they do go around double. They may almost double the price over book, and right off the bat, you're probably going to expect an American EV to go 50 price over book. So if it is actually true, it's a little bit of a gamble at this point, but if it's actually true, it will really break records. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. You have a wonderful day.